I want them all. Look at Melissa. Came to town.
Here I go. With the Janky Production. Janky Production. There we go. Okay. Damn. I thought I was coming in smooth. Here I go. Janky ass Production. We back to it though.
She ain't all the pussy all around. From Adams County to the 275. Lick 'em low, Lisa. Licking every pussy alive. Lick 'em low. Sometimes she won't lick 'em low, Lisa. Lick 'em low, Lisa. Pussy like pizza.
Set freedom on the beach. Yeah. Our Black American brother Afroman won his case. You feel me? The defamation case. Officers tried to hit him with $1 million lawsuit. But they took the big L, you feel me? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. This is such a feel-good story. Comes to freedom of speech. We're going to talk about that after we talk about the Target boycott. You feel me? Remember, Jamal Bryant was like, man, this is done. Well, I guess it ain't. Jamal Bryant said, and we went over what he said when Burr was like, yeah, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. But it seemed like he still closed the deal. I got some articles for y'all. All right? Anyway, y'all, hope y'all living well on my fan side of the audience. I do appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. My FBA fam, my Black American fam, Black people on code, and the tiny minuscule allies that we do have. All right? Y'all need to be doing this loudly and proudly, goddammit. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much, for real. Other sector of my audience, you stink. Hope your weekend was terrible. Stank ass suspected white supremacists. You Sambo ass bootlicks. Tethers. And the rest of you peons. EAD. Anyway, my weekend was good, y'all. You feel me? My lady cooked some fire ass neck bones. Woo-wee. All that cholesterol. It was lovely. You feel me? Caught up on some shows. The Beauty. That show was cool. Ashton Kutcher, he was lightweight fucking it up. He produced it and all, but he was messing it up lightweight with his acting. I was like, but it got better. It was cool in the beginning, midway kind of at the end, and then me and my lady, we also watching that One Piece, man. That shit's fire, y'all. All right. Anyway, before we get into a bowl stories, the one with Afroman, I don't know why this damn thing is right here. Why is this right here? Hold on, y'all. This ad right here is throwing me off. There we go. The Afroman story from the update of the boycott, the Target boycott. We gotta say RIP to Burr. Man, Chuck Norris died, y'all. R.P. to Chuck Norris, man. Goddamn. You a goddamn lie if you didn't watch them karate films, you feel me, with Chuck Norris was doing karate and shit in. From the Bruce Lee Into the Dragon shit. Was he in Into the Dragon? He doesn't want them Bruce Lee goddamn kung fu movies. You feel me? Man, R.P. Chuck Norris, man. Damn. I think you're the first white person that I said R.P. on this program. Man. R.P. Chuck Norris, man. Anyway, it's past the 5-minute mark. If you watching on Twitch or Twitter, sorry to say our time has ended. If you want to watch the rest of the broadcast, come over to YouTube, Kamal Johnson Network. Y'all know the drill. Once again, Kamal Johnson Network on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch or Twitter, sorry to say, our time is ended. Okay? We're going to get into the boycott first, the update on the boycott with Target. All right? Then we're going to get into the Afroman shit and how this is a win for freedom of speech. Now, first, let me find the one article first. Okay? Let me see if I can find, yep, right here. Let's read this one first. Right? Pastor Jamal Bryant ends Target fast after $2 billion pledge nears completion. Remember I was telling y'all there's money involved? Here we go, $2 billion. They said it near completion. It ain't even complete. God damn, Jamal Bryant. You didn't even let the check clear before you start saying, I'm sorry, like Justin Timberlake. Cry me a river ass ish. You didn't wait for the check to clear. God damn, talk about jumping the gun. And this off complex by Bernadetta Giacomago. We're going to read a little bit of this because we went over this last week. All right. Pastor Jamal Bryant has officially ended the year-long Target fest. We know this. Let's get into the juicy details. All right. Blah, blah, da, da, da. Right here where the money is talking. According to organizers, the retailer confirmed it will complete its $2 billion pledge to support Black-owned businesses by April 2026. That's next month, y'all. With more than 95% already fulfilled. Hey, did Jamal Bryant play our Black sisters? So first of all, okay. I don't know. We gotta see if these monies go to these Black-owned businesses. Specifically, like Black American-owned businesses. Because, let's be real, it'd be Black-owned, but then it'd be a somebody named Ashley, you feel me? Or Ultraway. You'd be like, they're anchor babies. Oh, how they getting our Black American dollars? So let's wait and see, because, I mean, damn, man. Some people still like Nikema Levy Armstrong. She like, man, the boycott ain't ended. Tamika Mallory. Wow. See, remember I read it? I thought it was 350. Right? I thought it was 350 million. No, that's 2 billion in the B. Let's see where this money goes. And they said 95% already fulfilled. How come we ain't heard about this? Target confirmed by April 2026 it will fulfill its $2 billion commitment. Brian said, adding that partnership with Black-owned brands are expected to continue beyond that milestone. Ah, damn! How much y'all think he got to cut? Within that $2 billion, man, Jamal Bryant done got some of that though. You a goddamn fool to think otherwise. I say allegedly because he said he didn't get paid. Come on now. He also noted that the company plans to maintain its existing diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts while launching new partnerships with historically Black colleges and universities. Still, Brian acknowledged that one key demand remains unresolved. While Target has invested in community development financial institutions nearly $20 million since 2020, organizers say broader support for Black-owned banks has yet to materialize. There you go. Remember we were talking about the banks? He want like $350 million to go to like Black-owned banks. That's what he said. They said that 95% of the $2 billion has been committed, though, which makes me believe the only thing that didn't happen was the money going to Black-owned banks. But where the rest of this money going? They say it's going to Black-owned stuff. We're gonna have to wait and see. That's why I said we're gonna pay close attention to this story, right? Because on one end, we got Jamal Bryant. He's saying, like, yo, our Target fast is done. We already got what we needed. Right? But the black women that started this, the Target boycott, right? They said, nah, this shit ain't done. They said, this ain't done. What's good, Brooke? Brooke in the building. So, back to this though. The Target Fest began in early 2025 as a 40-day Lenten effort, but quickly evolved into a nationwide boycott. Brian joined organizers like Nina Turner and Tamika Mallory, which both said that the Target boycott is not over. Okay? To mobilize faith communities and expand the protesters' reach. The Black church has always been a moral compass. Some would beg to differ. In moments when corporations and institutions need to be reminded of their commitments, Brian said, drawing a direct line between the campaign and early faith-led movements. The conclusion of the fast also follows recent controversy over Brian's initial announcement, which he later admitted missed the mark. This week, I felt I called for the end of the Target fast. He said on his podcast, now, okay, we heard what he said. Okay? La-di-da-di. The movement itself traces back to organizing efforts led by civil rights attorney Nakima Levy Armstrong and Turner, who launched the boycott after Target scaled back DEI initiatives tied to post-2020 commitments. Hey, Brian said that they brought him back. We got to read through the fine print. Because when you start reading through the fine print and stuff, right? Who benefited the most off of DEI? Democratic shields, I know y'all gonna hate this. I know y'all gonna be like, oh, white women. I know. Oh, goddamn. White women did it again. They used our plight to get their benefits. Look it up. White women benefited the most. DEI. By a large percentage. Over time, the campaign expanded in a coordinated national effort, with churches encouraging participants to redirect spending and support Black-owned businesses. Even with the fast now over, Brian made it clear the larger mission isn't. The struggle continues and the best is yet to come, he said. Okay, that's it for Berbera. Now let's read. For Nakima Levy Armstrong, the Target boycott never ended. The Minneapolis-based activist and lawyer tells her side of a complicated story of organizing a national boycott and how she's still moving forward boycotting after Pastor Jamal Bryant called off his Target fast. Well, damn. He got what he wanted from the shit, and he was like, I'm out of here. God damn.
Damn.
All right, let's read this. This is by Natasha S. Alford from the Griot. When Target announced the rollback of DEI initiatives on January 24th, 2025, Nakima Levy-Armstrong knew she had to do something. Because Target has such a powerful reputation as embracing diversity, the fact that they capitulated to Donald Trump so quickly within a week of him taking office meant that if we let them off the hook in our community, then every company in America was going to see that as a green light to roll back diversity, equity, and inclusion. Levy-Armstrong tells the Griot. Levy-Armstrong, a lawyer, a longtime activist based in Minneapolis, where Target is headquartered. I didn't know that shit. Did y'all know that? Target headquarters is based in Minneapolis? I didn't know that. That's news to me. Let's continue. La-di-da-di, blah, blah, blah. Immediately took her Instagram and Facebook accounts the next day, on January 25th, to issue a collective call for feedback. A tactic she says was intentional and reflects the culture of collaborative organizing that defines her city. I know that a number of you are upset or at least bothered by Target's decision to roll back progress. I ain't gonna lie, I thought she was gonna say roll back prices. I thought... Remember Target had that smiley face, ugly motherfucker that was always be smiling? And he hit the thing, roll back prices. Damn shit wasn't rolling back prices. They just upped the price and rolled back to the price they initially wanted to sell you to. But hey, that's how running an organization work, huh? Capitalism. Can't get enough of it. Anyway, blah blah blah, la-di-da-di-da-di. But the question is, what should we do about it? Please respond any personal action you plan to take and thoughts on what we should do collectively to challenge, address this slap in the face. Levy-Armstrong wrote on Instagram. By January 30th, she joined two fellow local activists, Monique Colors Doty and Jelani Hussein, to publicly announce a plan of action. Target will be boycotted starting February 1st, 2025, with a clear demand. We will not spend a dime at Target unless and until they reverse course on their recent decision to roll back diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Levy-Armstrong wrote, the reactions are passionate outside of Target headquarters, where protesters cut up their Target red cards and encouraged others to shop elsewhere until retail giant did a 180-degree turn back to the company they used to know. Hey, y'all know Target was already going down though, right? I mean, it's probably helped. Stock was already going down. Target's been getting his ass whooped since like 2023, to be honest. Anyway, they've been embedded in the fabric of the community for a long time, Levy-Armstrong explains. They also contributed to a number of Black organizations. So you go to a gala or an event, you might see sponsored by Target as their logo or featured sponsor. They had that shit at Essence Fest. Target like sponsored Essence Fest. Which, by the way, shout out to Tiana Taylor, but I don't think you being the creative director of that shit gonna help. I'm just saying, man, they tetherized Essence Fest. You feel me? They didn't tenderize it, they tetherized it. Watch, you know what they gonna do next? I hate to say it, they're gonna hire Unc. They're gonna try to go as Black American as possible. Actually, let me put a pin in that. Some people saying that Tiana Taylor, they don't know if she like, what you call it? Foundation of Black America. So I don't know. But I know one thing. Essence Fest, man, that shit is kapooey. The Minneapolis headquartered retailer and complicated history with the Black community even before the DEI rollback. Levy Armstrong says that during protests over the murder, that's for you ignorances out there in the hate section audience, that the darn Floyd died for fentanyl. It was the Fenty that killed him. You don't get your herb ass out of here. Your boyish. Some Target locations wouldn't allow protesters who have been tear gassed to come inside to buy milk to soothe their eyes. That's cold shit right there, y'all. They're like, y'all stay your asses out there. Y'all want to protest and all. Got milk? A detail that deepened local distrust of the brand and added weight to the eventual call to boycott. All right, let's get to the juicy shit, man. What did Levy Armstrong say about this? She said, with a fellow organizer, here we go. I was really upset, Levy Armstrong tells the Griot. I found out through a breaking news headline. God damn, Jamal Bryant. You ain't even gonna tell the founder that you said the fast is over? God damn. I'll say this. I guess Jamal Bryant hit his target. No. I had to say it. Oh. Corny joke, huh? Sometimes I got corny jokes. As long as I laugh. Anyway, let's go back to this. Blah, blah, blah. She had to learn from a news headline from our hometown newspaper that came through my email, and it said something like National Target boycott ends with no DEI concessions. And then I open up the article, and what do I see? Dun, dun, dun! A picture of my baby. My 8-year-old holding a sign with our National Target boycott branding for the first press conference that we held outside of Target's national headquarters. Oh, man, when you get in bed with a snake, you shouldn't be surprised when you wake up with poison. Unless it's a non-poisonous snake, then you shouldn't be surprised if you wake up in its stomach. Jamal Bryant is a charlatan. Snake. Slithering. God damn. I took her out of school to participate in that press conference, and she held that sign with pride that we were taking a stand. Then to see it used for a false narrative, trying to end a boycott that was successful. I just couldn't believe it in all honesty. Wait a minute, I'm confused. Hold on. She said, then to see it used for a false narrative, trying to end a boycott that was successful. If it's successful, that's reason. I'm just saying, like, think about it. If the shit's successful, it's good. In a press conference heard around the country, Pastor Brian announced the end of a 400+ day. 400 years of y'all getting what's going on? A lot of symbolism going on, y'all. Target fast saying that 3 of the 4 goals laid out have been met. Target following through on a $2 billion pledge to invest in Black-owned businesses, creating a talent pipeline from HBCUs to train corporate leaders. They about to do a brain drain, y'all. This is a brain drain. All they gonna do is, you know what I mean? do the work pipeline from the HBCUs, and then boom, funnel them to like big ass corporations ran by them folks. Unless y'all take that knowledge that y'all know and then be like, you know what, I ain't even gonna work for the corporation. I'm gonna work for this black American business over here. Or y'all can take the money that y'all get from the corporations and funnel it back to, black American-owned businesses and black businesses on code. All right? How about that? Sounds like a plan. Yeah. All right, blah, blah, blah. Restoring their DEI program and making a $250 million investment in black think. In reality, only 2 goals have been met. Target confirmed, despite a painful $12 billion profit loss and the stepping down of their CEO, they had to reverse their anti-DEI stance. The repackaging of their belonging program still carried no explicit commitment to DEI or black community. And their former CEO, Brian Cornell, was merely replaced by their COO and moved into an executive board role. So they just rearranged some shit. Nothing happened. Target had continued to fill the squeeze as store traffic dropped. But right as the black community had crossed the historic milestone of lasting the length of the Montgomery bus boycott, that collective power seemed to have the wind knocked out of them with Brian's premature announcement. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, man. Target boycott organized by its co-leader, former state senator Nina Turner. Okay. Oh, this shit was complicated from the beginning. Okay. Nothing new to as before, blah, 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 and exclusive. I'm speed reading now, y'all, because I want to get to the next article. I want to see if there's anything else. Blah, blah, Bernie Sanders. Lottie Dottie. Start the early days, trying to collaborate with local art as one has stops and starts. Okay, hard to collaborate with local people. That's what she's saying. What about with y'all? Jamal Bryant, Tamika Mallory, you. What was hard about y'all? Was any some BS between y'all? Turner and Mallory both insisted, despite the confusion in Bryant's target pass, they not only plan to continue boycotting. Okay, hold on. Let's read right here, yo. I think this is Turner. This is Nina Turner. We've been working together for the last year, Turner tells the Grio. So I think also people are focusing on the wrong thing. Why wouldn't the three of us get together and give the report? Oh, damn! But Turner and Mallory both insist that despite the confusion around Brian's target path, they not only plan to continue boycotting, they also will maintain productive relationships with the other local target groups, including the DC boycott group, who protested outside stores over the past year. There you go. Okay, they apologize. They're basically saying they're still boycotting. Jamal Bryant got what he wanted from the deal, and he basically he got a couple things that he wanted, and then he basically said screw the rest of y'all. That's basically what happened. He said screw y'all. I got what I wanted. F what y'all got going on. Man, that's a cold game right there. And he's a pastor. Just goes to show you. All right. I got more articles for y'all when it comes to this though. So sit y'all asses down. Okay? I know we've been here for 30 minutes. Go ahead. Y'all go get some drinks and shit. Fan side of the audience. We do a little intermission. Go get your drink, snack. Hey, inside. Shut your stank asses up. I smell the high heat of meat from here. The mayo babble must goddamn end. Anyway, while y'all go getting y'all drinks and snacks, you feel me? I will say this. Y'all been doing this, but it don't hurt for a reminder. hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. I do appreciate it because that's what y'all been doing. All right. Also, the best thing you can do for this channel is become a member. I do appreciate everybody tuning in. You know what I mean? But the best thing you can do for this channel is just become a member. All right. Now let's get back into this with the Target stuff. I got another article I want to show y'all. That I want to read to y'all. Okay. Let's clean house a little bit. All right. Here we go. We want to read this one right here. This is what Nina Turner. Here's what Nina Turner and Tamika Mallory say is next for the Target boycott. Okay, we wanted to listen to what they said. They was like, oh, hell no, the boycott ain't over. All right? And this is by Natasha Alford. This is off the Griot. Okay? When Nina Turner announced a national boycott of Target on January 25th, a day after, okay, we read that. We know this. Okay? Blah, 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 la-di-da-di, blah, blah, blah. A number of at least 5 of the Target cities to roll back progress, la-di-da-di. I'm speed reading, y'all. Okay? I know some of y'all is like, God damn, you reading fast. I'm reading moderate. La-di-da-di, meeky. That's Target fast leader was ending. Let's start here. But when Pastor Jamal Bryant, a co-leader of Turner's coalition, announced the Target fast he'd been leading was ending because of 3 of the 4 demands of the movement have been achieved, anger and disappointment spread through the Black community just as fast. See your pun right there. Do you get the joke? Target fast, just as fast. Bars. Anyway, what made it more confusing was that Brian was delivering a different message than his co-leaders. Both Turner and activist Tamika Mallory pledged to personally continue boycotting Target. So what happened? And where does the portion of the movement led by Turner, Mallory, and formerly Brian go next? I think this shit in the water. This shit dead in the water, y'all. Jamal Bryant effed it up. Was that very godly of that man? Was that very Christian-like? Come on, man. Black church folks, y'all need to be dragging his name in the mud. Look it. Who I hear this from? Was it Dewan B? No, it wasn't Dewan B. Who was it? I think it was Beans TV. It was either Beans TV. No. That's what Philip Scott, right? Should we have a black church tax? I think I heard that from Beans too. I think Beans I heard it from. I think I most definitely heard it from Philip Scott. And there was one other person. We need to have a black pastor tax. We gotta start taxing these black pastors, man. Yeah, I said it. We gotta start taxing the black pastors, man. They be on a lot of bull malarkey. Okay? Every time I turn up, right, and I see about a movement that we have black folks, somehow a stinking ass pastor come in and F it up for everybody. You don't like what I said, call in. When I open up the phone lines, I had to stay open in a little bit. But for real, man, these black pastors, man, they be fucking a lot of ish up. Anyway, the Griot spoke with both Senator Turner and Mallory in separate phone calls. Okay, let's hear that. Okay. Here we go, y'all. The Griot. Did you know Brian was going to call off the fast? Or were you just in a different place without knowing what he said? I think people were confused. What he said was that the Target fast is done. because people had already completed boycott and fast. I can understand why people thought, oh my God, he called off the boycott. Man, people thought it was the boycott too, man. Let's not go this rigmarole right now. I knew that the Pastor Brian was going to talk about the Target fast and where he felt that portion stood. I did not know that people were going to conflate the fast with the boycott. How? Nina! What? It's goddamn word jujitsu. The Griot, you, Tamika, and Brian were all going into that press conference in different places. Why wouldn't three of you have given the report together? Great question. Why not? The announcement on Wednesday was only supposed to be an update. Ah, damn. Which if you look through my timeline again and strike for all, we have been updating the community all along. But we felt after 400 days that it was vitally important that we do something public and we update the people through a press conference. People conflated that press conference with being Pastor Brian's press conference. Ooh. Ooh, do you see what Nina Turner's doing? Hey, she's kind of trying to put the blame on us, y'all. Nina Turner is putting the blame on us. She was like, I didn't know you stupid motherfuckers gonna conflate the two. God damn. Come on, Nina. Say Pastor Brian didn't inform you and that he was wrong for doing it. Come on. I wonder if Tamika Mallory gonna say something, because damn, Nina Turner was like, I know the people was gonna do that. I see what she doing. Turner, I see you. Keep the relationship alive. Keep the relationship alive. Whew. I don't know how much more poison you could take, though. How many bites of a snake you could take, right? It's usually like one or two, right? So. Blah, blah, blah. Like any movement, any action, we had differences of opinion. I felt as though Target most certainly has not done enough. Pastor Brian, who was his idea for the Target fast, which is an action, a tactic based in the faith community, felt like they did. So we said, you know what? Let's just get out there and tell the people where we are. Y'all should have got ahead of this. Y'all knew this was going to confuse people. Man, I felt they got blindsided, and Nina Turner right here is doing like some cleanup. She doing some. She's being very PC. Were you caught off guard by Pastor Brian's announcement? She said, "No, I think that's cap." No, I was not caught off guard. They were just going to suspend the fast and move on to other projects. Suspended? This don't sound like a suspension. It sound like he ended it. Hey, man, Nina Turner, man, just tell us that Jamal Bryant, he played y'all. This beanhead nigga played y'all. Man, the beanheads, man. The beanheads, man. They be out here just playing the black community left and right, man. God damn. Anton Daniels. To Jamal Bryant. Is there any other beanheads? Y'all put it in the comments or in the chat. What's these beanheads, bro? You do. What's his name? Isaac from the Black Caucus in California. Isaac, whatever the hell his name is, light skinned bird, another beanhead. All these beanheads, man. I was not caught off guard that he was going to suspend the fast and move on to other projects. It has been a heavy load to carry for the last year. Pastor Brian's creativity is part of why you have hundreds of thousands of people signed up through the Target Fast website. He held multiple events at his church where he allowed Black businesses to showcase their products to the community. He attended press conferences and rallies. He basically started something that would have been a 40-day activity and extended it to over 400 days. But I do think the lesson is that sometimes we believe because we've said something a million times that everybody understands. And what we found out is that there are so many people who were very confused. Man, that's your fault. Y'all didn't make it clear. Now, that's on y'all. That's bad communication on y'all. Y'all should have made the shit clear. We shouldn't be the ones to be like, oh, we don't know, just conflate it, blah, blah, blah. That's your fault, man. Y'all didn't make this shit clear at all that these were two separate entities. That there is a boycott and a fast. Y'all missed the target with that one. That was another one. Another. The joke didn't land. Okay. All right. I know when to get this. Do you understand that people were caught off guard and hurt by his announcement? Or do you feel like they just don't understand the load? She's gonna say, I already know what it's gonna say. She's gonna say that she didn't understand, that we didn't understand shit. Watch. I understand everyone. I understand Pastor Brian and what he contributed to this movement. I understand the local organizers who want to be acknowledged for their work. Minnesota has been through many iterations of the fight for justice, and they deserve to be acknowledged. Man, Minnesota, y'all going through a fucking lot. God damn. I also understand the larger community who demands we get our acts together and make sure our personalities don't stop us from at least being able to sit at the table. I think the ask for complete unity is unrealistic because we were all born singular, which means we have different thoughts and ideas. There you go. Tina Turner has spoke. She said, look, us all coming together, that shit ain't happening. She said that shit just as dead as Pan-Africanism. Damn. God. Damn. Woo! But I do understand the demand for those of us who are before the people as voices and as leaders to put our feelings and personality challenges to the side and do what is best for the people and the movement. I understand everyone's frustration, and I think all of it deserves its own conversation. Blah, blah, blah. I'm tired of hearing this shit. Okay. Lottie-dottie, I don't care. What did Tamika Mallory say? What did Tamika Mallory say? Here we go. All right. This Tamika Mallory, TM. The Griot. Do you think the media gravitated toward Pastor Brian because he was a black man? Or was it something else? Hey, these questions kind of divisive, yo. What you mean? I must be a black pastor. God damn. All right, Tamika says, the news cycle is moving so quickly. It has put more pressure on journalists to get their stories out fast. And that does not allow for real investigative reporting. See why I don't be hopping on the how to story fast and shit like that? Hey, some niggas, like, soon as it come out, they own the story. Don't know dog shit about what's going on. I'll give it time. I'll let it marinate. You feel me? Think about like how like food, right? Do you want to go to Roadhouse Stone or Stone Roadhouse now? Now that Armenian motherfucker back there cooking the food? Or do you want to let it marinate? How like Tenderism does his food. Same way with the news. Let the shit marinate. Okay? Anyway, they don't necessarily take the time to listen and understand verse, taking the best story and pushing it out as fast as possible. This whole conversation around who started the boycott, I'm not receiving calls from many reporters saying, wait, I thought you all literally heard the local organizers' announcement and then came out with something similar. That's not what happened. And we have the documentation to prove otherwise. As for gender, I've worked with strong male leaders with charismatic voices for a long time. And I certainly think there is a degree of favor the media shows them. However, I don't think make this more about gender than it is about activity. Well, you made it about gender, so there we go. It's about gender. You already made it about gender. Pastor Brian did many things and was very active around the boycott, and to some degree, he was deserving of a platform, lay out the work. But I would also like the media to cover the folks who are outside. You're no more. What can we expect from you and your organization? We are somebody going forward. Will there be more conversations with Target? Yes, I don't even need to read this. Okay? Yes, they're going to talk some more, but the movement is done. Y'all fragmentized. Jamal Bryant pulled out the deal too early. He got what he wanted. He got his little butter biscuit crumbs, and he was like, "Are we done?" I don't think none of y'all talk to each other, to be honest. None of y'all didn't talk to each other in the past 3 months. I put it that way. Man, to be honest, this shit kind of sad, man. This shit is sad because y'all had a movement going. All right, let me see if she's gonna talk to Target. Blah blah. Target representative told the DC Boycott Coalition that diversity was toxic. Blah. Okay. So does this mean you and leader Mallory are moving forward and still actively boycotting Target? Or has Target shown itself to not be a partner with negotiating with you? I made it clear. This is Nina Turner. Okay? No, I want Tamika Mallory. I want to hear more what she says. Are you still working with Nina? What should people expect going forward? Tamika Mallory. We're still working through what the next phase will be. So they're still working together. So my bad, yo. So this was happening, right? Them two are still working together because to them the boycott is not over. To them, the boycott was never the same as the Target fast, but they didn't communicate that clearly. So everybody was confused. Everybody was like, yeah, y'all all one entity. Right, bro? Goddamn, I'm over here. Goddamn dying over here. Shit. Jesus. Anyway, they didn't make it clear that this was like a separate thing. And they put onus on us for us to understand that without making it clear. They didn't make it clear. This on y'all. Hey, this is what a lot of, you feel me, these black leaders do. It's like, first of all, somebody comes up with a movement, right? It's usually somebody that's like within the grassroots or something like that, you know. They come up with a movement for black folks. And then here comes all the charlatans, all the snake MFers. They come around and they be like, oh, I got an idea. And then they tag in their idea with the initial movement. And they try to have their own goals and stuff of what they want from the movement, right? And the thing about it, and see, this is why like sometimes us in the grassroots, we have to be careful letting certain people attach to the movement, right? Because I hate to say it, and this what they were kind of saying, like, especially like Nina Turner. Nina Turner was like, she didn't basically say it, but this is what I took from it. Hey, most motherfuckers are stupid. You feel me? That's what it was. It was like, oh, I didn't know people was going to conflate one. No, most people are fucking goddamn dumb. In most categories. Now, some categories I'm dumb to certain things. You feel me? That's everybody. Everybody is dumb in some categories. Most people are dumb in most categories. Some people, right? You feel me? Scratch that. Like I said, everybody is dumb in some categories. Most people are dumb in most categories. You feel me? And if you hear otherwise, right? And this is what I meant to say. Some people think that they are knowledgeable in every category. And them motherfuckers are psychopaths. Those are the most dumbest of the dumbest. But for the most part, they usually are the loudest. They usually speak with the most conviction. But with that being said, right? You gotta talk to there you go, right? Right, Brooke. Book smart versus street smarts. This is the thing where I felt that Nina Turner and Tamika Mallory, I think they didn't really have common sense. They didn't really have the street smarts, right, to deal with a Jamal Bryant. So that be the thing with these movements, man. You gotta be careful who you let into your movement, cause you thinking like, oh, it's gonna be more of an outreach, and not thinking long term. Where like, oh, what happens when this person gets their goals? What happens then? Did they even answer that question? Did they even ask that? Like Jamal Bryant, I know you want to do this target fast, but once you do this and get your goal, what happens to the boycott? And that be the thing, y'all. Y'all got to be careful with these charlatans, man. From Al Sharpton, Jamal Bryant, you know what I mean? Roly Poly Martin. All these mother effers, man. Y'all got to be careful. If they attach to your movement, man, that's like the same when like Google or Facebook is interested in the tech company. They do the Birdman hand rub like, oh yeah, we like what you got going on. So, hey, we're going to give you a bunch of money. Here you go. We want to buy your business out. Now, either you take the money now, or we're going to destroy you in the long run. Right? So, I'm just saying, y'all, like, I personally don't think that they really thought through dealing with a Jamal Bryant, because Jamal Bryant been known for other controversy if they would have done their homework. Anyway, we about to get into the next topic. We've been an hour in on this. And this is more of a feel-good story, y'all. Okay? This is a more of a feel-good story. Afroman won his goddamn case. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta do it, y'all. I gotta play it, y'all. Gotta play it. Yeah, our brother won the case and did it so G.
Man or woman, you really don't know her. I notice her voice is a few octaves lower. She's not too ugly. She's not too fine, but she's not too fine. Might whip out something that's bigger than mine. Lick 'em low, Lisa. Lick 'em low, Lisa.
Woo! Shout out to our brother Afroman won his case, man. This is a big win for freedom of goddamn speech. Because if these police officers would have won, that would have been a fucking taint on freedom of speech. Letting y'all know that right now. That would have been a big black eye to freedom of speech. Ain't it though, Brooke? Oh, it's a jail. That's a summer anthem. You feel me? You know what I mean? That is a summer anthem. All right. And let me pull up my TikTok.
In all circumstances, the jury finds in favor of the defendant, no plaintiff.
And let me explain something to y'all. This judge did not want to let Afroman win. So there's this thing where like you could have either your trial be like judged by the judge himself, or you could have your trial be judged by a jury, right? this kind of the benefit of having your trial judged by a jury, even though sometimes your jury could be on some bullshit too, depending where you at and what your case is on. If this was to be judged by the judge, Afroman would have lost because the judge was not fucking with Afroman. And Afroman stated that. So, let's go. Yeah.
America won. America still has freedom of speech.
There we go.
For the people, by the people.
Now, I know some of y'all out there, you know, the ones who gonna be like, but what about the Jews? You can't talk about the Jews. Woo! I'll say that for y'all. Y'all can handle that. Okay? I'm gonna handle this. I'm gonna stay over here on Black American business. Anyway, Afroman plans to keep playing songs mocking deputies who unsuccessfully sued him. I ain't even mad. All right. Now, like a lot of y'all probably know what the case is going on, but some of y'all don't know. So I'm gonna do what Tamika Mallory, Nina Turner, and goddamn Jamal Bryant should have done. I'm going to assume that y'all actually don't know. Okay? And break it down. And we're not going to break it down with the article. We're going to break it down from the research that we did from Perplexity. All right? And let me make it bigger because I'm not the only one that's blind that watches my show. All right? Afroman just won that case. An Ohio jury found in his favor and rejected all 13 claims. Symbolism, 13th Amendment. Okay. Claims brought by several Adams County Sheriff's deputies over his lemon pound cake era videos using raid footage in their likeness. What was the case about? 7 deputies sued him for defamation, misuse of their images, and emotional distress after he used some security footage and images from 2022 raid on his Ohio home in music videos, merch, and social posts. They said his content led to humiliation, ridicule, and threats, and tried to stop him from using their likeness commercially. The verdict, after a roughly 3-day, roughly for who? Well, for them officers, yeah, it was kind of rough. It was kind of rough. I mean, y'all got songs made after y'all and people yelling them at to you. Woo, yeah, it's kind of rough for y'all. Wasn't rough for us, though. Oh, this was a treat. Oh, this was magnificent, y'all. Look at Melissa. She I don't know the rest of the words, but y'all get my drift. Less than a day, ruled that Afroman was not liable on any of the claims. The judge announced that every count came back for the defense, ending the case with a full win for Afroman. Why he won? His team argued that the videos and songs were protected First Amendment speech and obvious satire opinion about a government raid, not factual assertions about the officers. The jury agreed that using the raid footage and mocking officers in songs like Lemon Pound Cake was legal commentary and artistic expression. What it means going forward. He could keep using the security footage and the deputies' images in his videos, which one of them almost got like damn near like 1 million views, y'all. One video jumped up to a couple of million views. Yo, these shits are getting views, y'all. God damn, a freaking genius Afroman is. Wow, them deputies pretty goddamn stupid. Like, damn. All over like $400, y'all. Because look, it's not saying it on the Perplexity thing, but the main gripe that Afroman had it was like, not only did y'all kick down my door, right? Raided my spot while my kids was in there, waving y'all got them assault rifles and shit. But y'all didn't repair the damages. Y'all cut off the camera footage, which is very suspicious, right? But Y'all returned my $4,000 and shorted $400. $400. Think about all 400 years of oppression. $400. Jamal Bryant stopped the shit at 400 days. Oh, damn. This is wild, y'all. This is wild. Think about all the symbolism. Hold on. I got to do it. And I got to drop this time for it. Where's my shit? God damn. I can't wait till I can get button things because I'm going to do it. Are we in the Twilight Zone? What is going on, y'all? Hold on. Nah. We not in the Twilight Zone. We in some old X-style shit. God damn.
I beg your pardon.
What is going on? So shit, y'all. Anyway. Here y'all go, man. First Amendment. This was a very big case of the First Amendment. All right. The trial only went for 3 days. You feel me? But them was the best 3 days. That was some good court TV. All right. The decision is being talked about as a notable win for free speech and for people criticizing the police conduct using video and art. Well, there y'all go. Hey, if y'all want to have free speech going, y'all just gotta start making songs and shit. Start making music videos and songs and stuff. Y'all get my drift. That's what I'm gonna do. Anybody mess with me, I'm gonna start making songs. Oh, woo, woo, woo. Oh, woo, woo, woo. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. All free speech. I can be like, you's a hoe. You smell like toes. Hyena meat. Mixed with that mayo. That's old. Yeah. Don't play with me. I'm gonna make a song called Free Speech. Start dancing too and shit. Anyway, do we want to read a little bit of this article? All right, yeah, let's read a little bit of this. Then we're gonna get into the slapper of the day. All right, let's make it a little bit bigger. Afroman has offered forgiveness to his latest one of the Ohio deputies who unsuccessfully sued him, though fans can still expect to hear the track he penned about the experience at future shows. In an interview with TMZ, following his legal victory over the deputies, whose lawsuit against the Because I Got High hitmaker was preceded by several mockery-focused songs and accompanying music videos comprised of surveillance footage. Afroman recalled a conversation he had with an unnamed deputy as the proceedings came to a close earlier this week. But before we get into that, a reminder, Afroman faced legal action from the deputies who argued defamation among other claims in connection with the Grammy-nominated artist's public reaction to their 2022 raid on his home. I did not know Afroman was Grammy-nominated. That's crazy. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. Afroman been wearing an American flag emblazoned suit in court and again in TMZ interview cited in the very report. Prevailed. Notably, he was never charged despite the raid, which he previously said resulted in damage to his property. They were looking for drugs and they were looking for kidnapping victims. That's what they said was in the warrant. Okay? One of the officers, he came up and apologized to me yesterday, and he was telling me how he's a Christian and this, that, and other. Afroman told TMZ on Thursday, March 19th. So he apologized. I wonder which one was it. It wasn't Lisa, because he didn't say she. I told him that everything was all right. I love him and everything. But I told him, when he kicked down my door and when he told me he wasn't going to help me pick it back up, I said, you wasn't a Christian right there. And I told him, When you flipped off my cameras, oh, we know who it is. We know who it is. Okay. You wasn't a Christian right there. Sure wasn't. That was very unchristian of you, bruh. As such, while Afroman says he was no hate for the individual and does in fact forgive him, the songs will live on. Hey, Burroughs want them songs to put down. You feel me? He's like, I'm still gonna sing them songs and shit. Afroman like, man, this shit making too much money for your breath. I'm still gonna sing them songs. You feel me? And wait a goddamn minute. Hold on. Hold the phone. Scratch it. Did Jack Harlow try to use the cover that Central C used? Are y'all seeing this? Hold on, let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something real quick. Do y'all? This is gonna be the slapper of the day from 6WA. What is going on? Do y'all see the resemblance? Am I tripping? Do y'all see that? All right. Hey y'all, them songs gonna stay up, y'all. Y'all should have never kicked down Brad's door. That's what he kept trying to tell y'all too. Real talk. He probably wouldn't have done them songs either if y'all wasn't so much assholes about things. And not only that, repair the damages and give the money back in full. $400, what y'all's gonna do with that? Buy some lot lizards for Lisa? So y'all can see her ha la 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 la. Some poon? Do I need to say that again for y'all? Lisa was going ha la 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 la. Some poon? $100? God damn. But in all seriousness, y'all, the main thing why I wanted to bring this up, because this was a major win for free speech. There's a lot of people out there that's saying that, you know, our free speech be trampled on and shit. And we don't really have free speech like that. You feel me? At this point, if you want free speech to happen, make a fucking music video and a song about it. At this point. And make sure it's catchy and good. All right. Anyway, do I got more I want to show y'all? Let me see this headline real quick. Explain tears, drama, pound cake, freedom of speech. Do we want to do this? Do we want to read this? It's a couple of videos. Oh, let's hear it. Okay, I ain't gonna play the songs. I'm gonna play that what you call it. I'm gonna let y'all go watch the music and shit so our brother could get paid. Go to Afroman YouTube. Hold on. As you see a flood of social media comments, DMs, and phone calls about the Afroman defamation trial. It's clear this is important. Blah blah blah. Hold on. Let's look at this clip real quick. Why shit not playing? Oh, I think it's a screenshot, y'all. It's a screenshot. I thought it was a video. All right, we don't need to watch this. We already watched that. All right. What's this talk about? Okay, video unavailable. All right, y'all. We about to play the slapper today because none of this shit working. We about to come play the slapper of the day because none of this shit working. I wanted to let the brother Afroman speak a little bit more, but there y'all go. All right. Feel good story, y'all. Feel good freaking story. Love to see it. Love to see it. Okay. I'm gonna play this stuff on the back end of the show. But we about to get into the slapper of the day. And I was listening to this album right here. 6WA. I actually heard one of the songs off the Joe Budden podcast. They were playing a snippet from which one of these songs they played a snippet from? I think it was The Long Live Fresh. think it was or 6WA. I think it was 6WA. But the song I'm gonna play, you feel me? And one of the artists from this project, Rosama, man, he was killing it too, y'all. God damn. And this song right here feature a bunch of artists from Big X The Plug, Murder Gang PD, and Young Hood. Got a couple other artists on here too. I'm gonna slap down the line. There's a bunch of slappers on this album, y'all. This is pretty fire, pretty fire. But with that being said, we are opening up the phone lines in the stage because we are on the second half of the show, which ain't gonna be long today. We had a long ass first half. But the phone lines is open up now, y'all. 619-609-7383. Once again, the number is 619-609-7383. Unless you want to come up on the stage. Hold on, I got y'all. Here go the link for the stage. Y'all want to come up on stage? Alright? Also put the slapper in there too. Y'all want to play the slapper of the day. Anyway, let's turn it down. There we go. Alright, y'all. Second half of the show. While the phone lines and the stage is open. I do got some other things I want to show y'all. First of all, let me show you this. Trump sends ICE to airports. Critics say that doesn't help TSA or passengers. And I've been hearing about the TSA problems in the airport. God damn. You got to get to the airport 8 hours before your flight. You got to wait a whole work hour shift now. Is it 8? No, it's not 8. It's 4. 4 hours. Okay. Still, that's a goddamn long ass time. Even though back in the day, you had to wait, you had to come to the airport 4 hours early. Yeah. Actually, you had to come to the airport like 6 hours early. Way back in the day. So, but he's in the ICE there. I wonder why. Is he trying to catch certain people before they catch their flights? Is that what's happening? They gonna start helping out with TSA? They gotta get the TSA culture. Do the TSA go to the same type of workshop training as like the Waffle House people? We gotta ask ourselves the tough questions. Do y'all think the Waffle House training regimen is the same as the one as the TSA regimen? The training videos? The same, y'all. Alright. Oh, I gotta show y'all this. Woo-wee. Donald Trump, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I remember a lot of y'all are giving people flack when they were talking about Charlie Kirk and his death. Look like Donald Trump ain't got no shame to his game. And shout out to Dewan B. He says Trump is a for real thug. He sounded like 50 over Irv Gotti death. Remember 50 Cent? The way he was talking about Irv Gotti and shit? And Donald Trump ain't no better, y'all. Look at what he says. And I don't need this right here. I got this. He said Robert Mueller, former FBI director who investigated Trump, died at 81. Robert Mueller just died. Good. I'm glad he's dead. He can no longer hurt innocent people. Trump out. He said, good, God damn. And that's something for you, right? President, like, I'm glad he's dead. Now he burns in hell. Wow. All right. Got some more for y'all. Do I got more articles for y'all, though? I got that. I gotta show y'all. That's unbelievable. 19 keys. God damn, bro. Anyway, oh snaps. We gotta read this though. Before I show y'all the Tetherman March on Selma. Anyway, let me show y'all this shit real quick. Because they saying how this is gonna affect us Black Americans. Them sending ICE agents to the U.S. airport. This is by Phoenix Haley. We're going to read a little bit of this. President Donald Trump's immigration operation in Minneapolis was labeled a complete disaster. Now, after unveiling his new plan to deploy immigration and customs enforcement ICE agents to airports nationwide, Trump is facing heavy criticism, especially for Black folks on social media. Okay, what is he facing? So let me get this right. Instead of just paying the TSAs, we're going to have ICE agents who aren't trained for airport security checking our bags. Okay. WTF are ICE agents going to do at the airport? Shoot people? Okay. Them under-trained ICE agents being sent to airports to help with TSA, especially ATL airport. Yeah, let's see what airports they're going to be deployed at. How is there money for ICE to run TSA, but no money for TSA to run TSA? Got a point there. Let's see how this play out. I don't see how this really hurting us Black folks, to be honest. At least us Black Americans, like, how is it gonna hurt us? Like, be real with yourselves. All right. Anyway, do I got one more thing I'm gonna show y'all before I show y'all the 19 keys? Barbara said. You know what? I'm not gonna play this Musty Man March, because I might do a whole full segment on it on Wednesday of how like they like to hijack our movements and our talking points and shit like that to get their stuff rolling and get benefits for them. All right. So I'm gonna hold off on showing y'all the Tetherman March, because that's tethering. They're tethering onto our stuff to get their stuff. Push through. Anyway, let's listen from and not 19 Keys. He's from my hometown, from the town, aka Oakland. You feel me? I do be liking what this brother be saying, especially with the financial realm when you talk about cryptocurrency and the unity of Black folks and shit like that. But this shit right here has me questioning some things. Because Soulfood66 put check out old buddy out, and I heard this clip and I was kind of taken for back. I was like, 19. He got you in hidden color 6, brother. What are you talking about? I'm gonna let y'all listen. You feel me? I'm gonna let y'all listen. Listen to this right here, yo.
You're right, and there's a degree of being wrong at the same time, right? So essentially, a lot of this is centered around foundational.
Is this AI? Is this AI? Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all let me know in the chat. I don't know.
That is a lineage-based group who does act like an organization or a movement with a center head, which would be Tariq Nasheed. Now, he says that he is not the head of it. It's a lineage, right? And we are not a group, but he definitely acts like, the leader of the group, if you will. And then there is the way that they treat and talk about Africans. So it's very demeaning, right? They talk about delineation, right? Which is a separation and saying that, look, we are Black Americans. We are not associated with other groups, and we don't want to be grouped and classed in as well. We are from America, right? We have our rights in America, and we're going to continue to make strides and progress here in this land, which is not a foreign concept, right? When there were schemes to push the,
y'all know we got to read the comments, y'all. 19 keys, bro. What? What the hell? Nigga.
I beg your pardon.
Not you too. Pan-African job babble. Oh my God, man. Let's read the comments though. He says play the full clip. People really gotta watch the organization called the NOI. There are good and bad men everywhere, and that includes these legacy organizations running like churches. Okay. Somebody says, Mr. Never Change says, not 19 keys on the bullshit. Tariq Nasheed cannot be the leader of a lineage. Impossible. The most visible advocate, sure, but that is a distinct difference that deserves respect. Nazuko Pound FBA says, I literally don't understand why Tariq put him in HC6. I'm confused. No. Tariq put him in there because he probably... This how shit be working, right? You have to record. And a lot of people, like when it comes to like documentaries and shit, you feel me, in films, you record months prior to a lot of stuff. Then you gotta edit. That takes a long ass time too. So this could be fairly recent that 19 Keys is saying, and he's already out in the Hidden Color 6. Is already filmed and edited. So that's what's happening, bruh. It's the same thing happened. Like, what's the other dude that kind of was getting at Tariq too last year? Is it Dr. Smalls? Y'all help me out. This is why I have a chat and I have y'all in the comments. Y'all let me know in the comments below or in the chat. Who was it? Smalls? I think it was Dr. Smalls. He was talking shit about Tariq about the same thing as delineation. The delineation. Calling it a group, saying Tariq the leader. 19 Keys, I hope this is AI. I hope this video AI. I am unapologetically for us. Shout out to this sister. I'll be liking some of her tweets and shit. He reminds me of Oswald Bates. Proverbial prison babble. I mean, I ain't gonna argue that. I mean, sometimes I hear 19 Keys, and bro, you be kind of having that babble. You be like, you know, the aliens be on the stars, and that brings the mercury, and then the mercury makes gold, and that's why I got gold on my neck, brother. Buy Bitcoin. I'm like, show 19 Keys. You feel me? Damn, they saying he always been a fraud. He said, what channel this on? He said, y'all notice he excludes himself? Say it ain't so. I know. Damn. So I had to play that. Okay. This is what I want to do. Because I heard 19 Keys on this podcast too. And he was talking the same thing, but I want to listen to this whole clip before I talk to y'all about this. Like, I'm gonna have this like a separate segment because I want to kind of talk and break down how like it just seems that it is hard for these black leaders, in a sense, these black people that are moving the needle. Let me put it that way. Not even leaders. The black folks that are moving the needle, you know what I mean, are supposed to be moving the needle for us. Why can't they really work together? Like, it seems it's always something. It's always something. And I'm gonna use 19 Keys as a freaking proxy. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna tie it in with the delineation movement. Why does the delineation movement have so many people not only confused, but just up in a frenzy, in a tizzy? Like, you know, people that you would think that like work with us and shit. You know what I mean? That work with us, foundational Black Americans. It's like, this is... So, I'm gonna say that for like another episode, y'all. But we about to get out of here. All right. I'm about to close down the phone lines. But if you want to call in and leave a voicemail either about the Afroman incident or the boycott of Target incident where Jamal Bryant says like his portion of the boycott is done, y'all call in. Leave a voicemail. I'll play voicemails, y'all. I play voicemails. 619-609-7383. Star 67 to block your number. Star 67 to block your number. All right? Anyway, I do want to play this to leave us out with at least a funny moment at the end of the episode. You feel me? And let me turn this down. All right.
Damn out. Stepped on his feet. Damn out. Stepped on his feet. You stepped on mine. We in the bed and the bed on bed. Let me tell you something. So you want to act up and act like a house nigga? You doing some job ass nigga shit. Motherfucker! You a job turkey ass nigga, huh? Watch your mouth before you speak to me. Give me for money for? Gave you money last week. I don't know who the fuck you think this is, nigga. I never know. Job turkey ass nigga, the fucking sermon. This nigga go ask me for some shit. Damn out. Stepped on his feet, you stepped on mine.
This shit too funny. You job turkey ass nigga. One more time.
Let me tell you something.
One more time.
So you want to act up and act like a house nigga? You doing some job ass nigga shit. Motherfucker! You a job turkey ass nigga, huh? Watch your mouth before you speak to me. Give me for money for? Gave you money last week.
Man.
I don't know who the fuck you think this is, nigga. I never know. Job turkey ass nigga, the fucking sermon. This nigga go ask me for some shit. Damn out. Stepped on.
For some shit. Oh my god. On that note,
America won.
In all,
America goddamn won. Yeah. We about to get out on this note, and y'all already know.
Pussy like pizza. Lisa, make 'em always slide.
We about to get out of here, y'all.
Pussy like
We be back at this. We'll be back at this.
Make 'em know Lisa. She raided my house. She disconnected.